Well, hello there and good evening. I'm YouTube. I'm William Brantley, reporting live from South Jackson, Tennessee, or Bemis, Tennessee, ready to share with you today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. It turned out to be a cloudy, warm day, part of the day. Then it clouded up and some more rain moved through. It's moving through Jackson now. It's fairly steady to moderate rain, but it should be over with by 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is within a couple hours from now. I'll show you that radar momentarily. But it is getting colder outside and expected to be a couple of days of cool weather again, but we'll sort of stay mild after that, even though there'll be a few more cold days go along with it. Now, go ahead and give you the climate data like I usually do. The low temperature today so far has been 44 excuse me. 44 degrees. That is the low for today. Today's high did get up to 74 degrees. Yeah, it was real nice up until, what time was it? About 1 o'clock when the cold front moved through and temperature started dropping ever since then. But it's down to 44 right now. And the midnight temperature is expected to be about 34-35 degrees by midnight. That will wind up being the full 24-hour low for today, of course. And like I said, 74 was today's high. And as of 5 p.m. Here in Bemis, I've had 25 hundredths of an inch of rainfall. That puts me right in the neighborhood of, let's see, it was 128 for yesterday, and another quarter of an inch, a little over an inch and a half here in Bemis for the storm total here in Bemis area or South Jackson. However, there are some locations that was north of us, like Milan, Humboldt, Medina, Huntington, places like that. Of course, those are in, locations are in Gibson and Carroll counties, where at least nearly 5 inches of rain fell. Especially in Medina, I know 5.11 inches fell, according to one CocoWise report from there. And a friend of mine that lives there reported at least 4 inches in Medina, Mr. Tim Tice. And there was reports of street flooding and all up in the around the Huntington area of Carroll County last night, and of course some over in Crockett County too, around the Bells, Tennessee area. So most of the heavier rain fell just north of Jackson, along the line roughly from Alamo to about Milan, the Humboldt, Medina, on up to Huntington, and that general area. And there was even tornado warnings over in Middle Tennessee, at least a couple of them. I don't think there's any serious damage done from those tornado warnings that I know of, or have heard of, be a better way to put it. Alright, the other climate data would be the records, which I almost forgot to mention. Records for today, the humidity, I'll go ahead and give you that too. The lowest was 68% at 11 a.m. and 12 noon. The highest would be 97% at 12 and 2 a.m. Would you turn the bathroom light on real quick for me? So I'll have to use my flashlight. The barometric pressure, the lowest, was 29.82 inches, and that happened at 5 a.m. this morning, while the highest would be 30.00, and that happened at 5 p.m. This evening. The highest wind gust so far has been 38 miles per hour. That's fairly strong. Out of the west at 1:21 p.m. Now, today's records for February the 7th. Hottest high would be 75 degrees in 2017. Our high today was 74. We missed it by just 1 degree to having the hottest high, or at least tied it anyways. We missed it by 1. Oh well, it still felt good though. The coldest high would be 28 degrees in 2014, while the warmest low would be 54, which that happened in also 2017. We almost broke that record if the temperature hadn't dropped so fast since about 1 o'clock. Of course, now it's down to 44, like I mentioned a few moments ago. The coldest low would be 10 degrees in 1979. Today's rainfall record would be 1.22 inches, and that fell in 1973. Again, I've had a 1/4 of an inch here since midnight as of 5 p.m. Snowfall record, we had 3 inches of snow today in Jackson back in 1979. Alrighty, I think that's it for the basic climate summary. I guess I'll show you a few graph items, and that'll be it for the evening. I'll start off with the radar, of course, and it will show you where the rain is now in the Madison County area. Let me see, back it up a little bit, be a little bit more steadier. As you can see, it's still raining pretty good in Jackson right now, but it looks like it's trying to let up a little bit to the west. So it's still pretty heavy off to our east, of course, but here in Jackson it's fairly steady to moderate rain, and it'll probably be ending within an hour, hour and a half here in Jackson. Probably closer to 10, 11 o'clock along the Tennessee River, and so on. Let me branch it out a little bit to get a better view of it here, and let you give an idea of how widespread it is. It's still a little bit coming in from the south, some down there around Whiteville and all, but once that area moves east of Jackson, that'll be it for us here in Jackson for the night. It looks like it's pretty heavy up there around Milan, or was. It's just east of Milan now, and moving on east pretty quick like. Alright, let me branch it out a little bit more. Get a better view of West Tennessee. And it's still heavy down around Oakland and that area, but it's about to quit down there as well. And not far from stopping in Whiteville. And it's not too far from stopping here in Jackson. And you see the heavier rain up north of us, around the Milan, Tennessee area, moving on into Huntington and on into Carroll County there. That's pretty heavy up in that area, looks like at the moment. Alright, let me branch it out a little bit more, and let me go ahead and show you this little line of storms that's developed over Middle Tennessee. I don't know if any of them has any severe weather alerts to it, but there's a real narrow line of storms moving through near Cookeville now, approaching McMinnville and Cookeville, Tennessee, east of Nashville. And the heavy rain is getting ready to move back into Nashville a little bit. And it's actually moving more toward Kentucky. Some more heavy rain down here in northwest Mississippi. But once this area here, west of Jackson, moves through, that's going to be about it for us, though. I don't think it's going to be a big training effect on us tonight. Let me see if I can get the whole state in here. Yeah, that's a little bit better view of the whole state. Not doing nothing over in East Tennessee, except to get ready to rain over in Crossville in that area. And it's stretching all the way up to Ohio. My goodness, way on up there and on down through northwestern Mississippi. And that line is stretching from Kentucky down through Middle Tennessee on all the way down to almost Tuscaloosa, Alabama, almost. That's a pretty long line. It looks pretty rough down there near Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and I hope I'm pronouncing the name of that city okay. Alright, one more zoom out and that'll be it for the radar. It looks like, yeah, rain stretching all the way from Pennsylvania, New York area, all the way from up there, east of Cleveland, Ohio, getting ready to start raining good in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and on down through the state of Tennessee, but it is lighting up a lot here on the southwest corner of the line. And the main line, like I said, is about to go through Jackson now, not too far away, or finish going through Jackson, be a better way of putting it. There's very little snow on the map, it looks like, on the map this evening. That's kind of nice for a change. All the snow is north of the U.S. That's why. Okay. Way up here in Michigan and on up into Canada. That's where all the snow is. And, in case you're wondering, not really a whole lot in the U.S. itself. A little bit up there. It looks like it's dying down some up there in Minnesota area. They've been having a huge ice storm up in that area last few days. It's okay along the eastern coast, it looks like. And let's see if it's raining over in California anywhere by chance. Well, not much. Even California is fairly dry. How about that? In Oregon, just a little bit over there, not a lot. And most of it's concentrated around the Great Lakes and straight down through us. Alrighty. Well, that's pretty much a whole view of the whole nation at a quick glance. Alright, I'll go ahead and just move it on to the satellite picture then. I'll go ahead and put it back a little bit closer to Jackson since we do have some rain going on in the area this evening, but soon to be leaving us though. Let me get one more in a little bit closer. There we go. That's the view I kind of wanted. And you see it's almost getting ready to quit. Well, a little bit down below us, but that'd be affecting southern parts of the area. But it should be gone by about 9 o'clock regardless. Or at least here in Jackson anyways. Alright, satellite picture. I need to get it moving again. Of course, there's plenty of clouds out there. The skies, I believe, are supposed to clear up toward about 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. If I didn't misread it. It'd be cloudy until about then, and the sky should become at least fair. You see some thick clouds moving through Tennessee now on the edge of the rain. Let me look at Arkansas real fast. Bring that one up and get an idea. There is a clearing line there in Arkansas, north central Arkansas. There's some clouds behind it that may cause it to be on average partly cloudy. Might even be briefly mostly cloudy some, but it won't last too long later on tomorrow. Alright, that's the satellite for you. Let's look at the national forecast maps. According to Weather Service. This one's this evening as of about 3 p.m. Rain course over our area, flooding possible in northern half of West Tennessee and Middle Tennessee, on up north all the way into western Pennsylvania. And you see freezing rain has been moved all the way up to southeast Canada and on up into Maine. That's where most of the ice storm is for today. And then you see the other areas of the country that's really not too bad a shape for this evening. All the active weather is anywhere from Michigan down to through Tennessee, and a little stormy, a little south of there. Alright, tomorrow morning, Friday morning's forecast map has a cold front moving through as real well. It'll be all the way down to just past Atlanta, Georgia by then. A little bit of rain down in Texas, Louisiana. The ice is way up there in Maine and southeast Canada by then. And a little bit of snow around the Great Lakes, but not a whole lot. And a little bit out northwest part of the country, some, and spots. And other than that, the country is fairly free of any precipitation tomorrow morning. That's a nice little change of pace, isn't it? Saturday morning, it changes a little bit. Right now, the Weather Service, as of about 4 a.m., is expecting an area of rain down south of us, like you see, Texas up to Arkansas, And from northern Arkansas up and through Missouri and on up into Iowa, it may mix with a little bit of rain and snow. And there's some ice projected, or at least freezing rain projected, from eastern Oklahoma, northwestern half of Arkansas, and a good portion of Missouri for Saturday morning. And I saw a previous forecast that freezing rain will be moving northward into Missouri, not into Tennessee. So it's going to go around us to our north, thank goodness, instead of toward us. That's what the forecast is predicted for that. Thought I'd let you know since I wasn't all that sure yesterday about it. There's an area of snow out west, of course. It gets a little heavy out there in the mountains of California, and a little bit up north, of course. And other than that, the nation kind of dries out a little bit. That'd be a nice change, wouldn't it? Alright, now they would go on to the, by the way, there's no alerts for West Tennessee, by the way. None's expected anytime soon. The detailed forecast, I'll go ahead and read a few days to you, and that'll be it for tonight, I guess. Maybe I need to put my glasses on and get that color right. I tried that one time. There it goes. Maybe I'll just wear them and make my face look better, if that's even possible. No, I'm just teasing there. Mostly cloudy skies, of course, the rest of tonight. The rain should be ending here in Jackson, like I said, somewhere near 8 p.m., another hour from now, and probably toward 10, 11 o'clock, or by midnight at least, over toward the Tennessee River as it moves into middle Tennessee. Winds are going to continue out of the northwest at about 15 to 25 miles per hour through the evening. Of course, we've had a gust already of 38 miles per hour back at about 1:20 p.m. Alright, the moon set will be setting at 8:08 p.m. this evening, if we could see it, of course. Tomorrow it's going to be fair skies till noon. It's going to be clearing up toward daybreak, I believe, or around 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, and stay fair from then to about noon, and then go back to mostly cloudy, I'm afraid, by tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be a cold day tomorrow. No high of 72 degrees tomorrow, or 74 like it was today. Doggone it. We'll have that day coming up, days like that coming up probably in April, or maybe in late March. Who knows? Low tomorrow morning near 23 degrees, because our low today will probably be about 34, 35 at midnight, but by sunrise it'll be down around 23 degrees, and a high tomorrow will be about 37. What a big difference, from 74 today down to 37 for a high tomorrow, with the north winds at 15 to 30 miles per hour. That will probably put wind chills in the 20s good part of tomorrow. It'll be a cold day tomorrow, but only going to last a couple of days, and it'll start warming up a little bit again. Thank goodness. Sun rises tomorrow morning at 6:49 a.m. and sets at 5:30 p.m. The moon rises at 9:02 a.m. tomorrow morning and sets at 9:03 p.m. tomorrow night. On into Saturday, it looks like mostly cloudy skies till about noon. Then it's going to become fair till about sunset, and then become mostly cloudy again. Almost very cloudy, but there's too many hours going in between that to call it very cloudy. So that's why I call it that way, the way I did. Okay. Low near 23 degrees Saturday morning, still pretty cold. High about 42. That's a little bit better than 37, at least. Not much, but a little bit. East winds about 10 to 20 miles per hour. By Sunday, looks like it's going to be mostly cloudy, and we're back with an 80% chance for some showers on Sunday. Low of 32. That's going to be a little tricky. High of 46 degrees. Now, usually for freezing rain to become a ice storm almost, you really have to have like 31 to 30 or 29 for a low to start getting hazardous. But since it's going to be about 32, right at freezing, that may be just warm enough, if that makes any sense, to keep it from causing any problems. The rain, that is. So it'll be a cold rain, no doubt, with a low of 32, but warm up enough at 46 to keep any major problems happening, though. That's just the way it looks right now. With south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. On Monday, more rain's expected, 80% chance on Monday, mostly cloudy, with a low of 43, at least it's above freezing, and a high of 55, with east winds at 10 to 20. Next Tuesday, continued mostly cloudy, no rain's expected at that time, or as of right now. Low of 50, high of 60, with west winds at 15 to 25 miles per hour. And the first quarter moon phase will be complete on Tuesday. By the way, it'll be rising at 11:06 a.m. on Tuesday and setting at 12:28 a.m. Wednesday morning. Speaking of Wednesday, finally, mostly clear all day. With a low near 36 and a high of 51. It ain't too bad. That isn't too bad, really. With west winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. I stretched it out to let you know that Valentine's Day, next Thursday, February 14th, is looking a little bit better. There was a chance for rain in the forecast. That has now been removed to call it just mostly cloudy. And the temperatures aren't going to be too bad for Valentine's Day. Low near 33 and a high of 56. Not bad at all, really. With south winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour on Valentine's Day. Alright, and after that, it looks like there's a chance of rain Friday, 40% chance. No big chance, though. And some by next Saturday night, February 16th. But highs will be around 59 to 60. Lows will be in the middle 40s next Friday and Saturday. That's not really too bad. So like I mentioned, even though it's fixing to be cold for the next couple of days, it's going to warm back up a little bit toward about Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and kind of stay fairly mild. At least it's not as bad as that real cold snap we had a week or so ago. It's not going to get that cold, not this time around. Well, alrighty, I believe that's it for the evening. Let me take another quick look at the radar and let you see. Let me turn the radar around so you can see it with me. It is getting closer to the rain ending here in Jackson, and let you see it as well. Still trying to some out south here, a little bit more trying to come in. Let me get it a little bit closer, and there you see Jackson a little bit better there in the center of the screen. And it looks like a south side's going to get a little bit of rain here for the next maybe 15-30 minutes or so. But once that clears out, then it'll probably be it for the evening. Well, alrighty. Well, that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching and viewing, and continuing to subscribe to see my weather. And I appreciate everybody's kind thoughts about it. That a lot of you are leaving, and hope to continue to do this for a while. Anyways, I love doing it. I know you enjoy listening to the report. And that's it for tonight. So good night and God bless, and hope to talk to you again tomorrow night. And be sure to tune in tomorrow morning via Facebook Live on my Facebook timeline. I usually do a live around 5 o'clock in the morning, Central Standard Time, or near that time anyways. Other than my recording here on YouTube in the evenings. Kind of keeps me busy between both of them, but that's okay. Alright, well, good night. God bless you.